In season 1 he was 3rd, in season 2 he was 2nd, and in season 3 Lucas di Grassi is the Formula E champion.
Hello everyone, my name is Lucas di Grassi. I've been a professional racing driver for now 20 years. I was in Formula 1 back in 2010 and reserve driver before that. And after that I moved to endurance racing. I have 3 podiums at Le Mans and 1 vice world champion in endurance in LMP1. And also helped to start Formula E. I have the record of podiums and I was world champion in 2016-17. So a great part of a racing driver time is spent today at the simulator. It could be at a very, very high level, like F1 drivers, they spend a lot of time on the simulator. It could be, for example, in Formula E, because we are forbidden to test in between races. We use a lot of our time in the sim. And now a simulator is becoming more and more the perfect tool for young kids and for anybody that wants to improve their game in motorsport, to test and to do many hours at a low cost. So I'm here today to try this actually the newest karting simulator with a moving platform, which was amazing. We're gonna just speak about it. But my main reason is that I'm looking for a simulator for my kid, which just turned 6 and asked me to start go-karting, and I'd rather put him in a sim to start until he reaches a certain level, and then he can in parallel start learning driving go-kart in the real world. So this professional karting sim is the latest version, is very close to what we use in high-level motorsport, Formula 1, Formula E endurance. It has a moving platform, in this case a 3-axis actuator that makes you feel all the movements that you would normally feel, like hitting a curb, like the movement of the go-kart, and all the other small G-forces that you can really feel and understand how to drive. And then on top of it, the more realistic the simulator is, the more you evolve. And being in the right seating position, having the right feel for the steering, even the same type of lap time and data system that you can analyze at the track, creates the perfect environment for you to improve and to feel, and for your brain to start creating the right connection, that when you are in the racetrack, you're replicating what you learn here. Like I always say, the professional racing driver starts in go-kart. You have to start young, you have to start at 6, 7, 8 years old, and karting is as close as you can get to a professional Formula level. Because of the speed, because of the reactions, the feeling, there is no suspension, you're very close to the ground, so karting is very, very important, and I love go-karting. I've been go-karting in parallel all my life. Not only me, you can see names like, you name it, probably one of the most iconic person to stay active in go-kart was Michael Schumacher, that he used to race with, even with me, we did some go-kart races together. And it's very good to keep that reflex fine-tuned, even when you're not driving, when you're in the off-season, for example. Also, is a great sport to do when you are, like with my son, as a father and son, and trying to pass this knowledge down to him, is a great sport that you can do together. So simulators started to be very good when I was actually reaching Formula 1. So I started using more and more simulators very late in my career. If I would have had this type of simulators from an early age, I would have had a huge advantage. Now, if you're not using sim, if you want to be a professional driver, you're competing in a high level, and you're not using simulator, you are lacking an instrument that can make you a better driver. The main thing that I found about this simulator is how realistic it is for the price you pay. When we're talking about our sim, like high-level Formula sim, we're talking about millions of euros or millions of pounds to make a simulator that replicates a Formula E, a Formula 1, or something at that level with a huge moving platform. This, I was really impressed on how realistic it feels for a go-karting, and the price, it's super affordable comparing to many other forms of relative simulators that I've seen in the market. So my son is very young, he's 6, and he's been driving like toys, electric toys, and a little bit of go-karting, but I think the simulator will give him really like another edge. And probably the main advice is that if you really like motorsport and if you really like racing, to dedicate and to to put a lot of effort and time into that passion. Because one thing is to just like it and do it when you feel like it, and the other thing is that if you want to become a professional, you'll have to sweat and you have to put the hours in, even if you don't want to. And that will be the main difference between becoming a pro or not becoming a pro. And I've already teaching that to my son in other sports, but that will be also very relevant to motorsport.
I think that's some great advice. Thank you very much, Lucas. And
thank you.
Thanks for coming down to visit us.
Thank you very much.